Man, what's up? What's happening, everybody? You already know who it is, what it is. It's Monday. It's Beyond the Game Monday. And if your first time tuning in, it's your boy Q Walker. And I got my guy Ralph C in the building. Go introduce yourself one time for the one time.
What's up? What's up, world? Let's get to it.
Let's get right on into the proceedings. Then we ain't got no time to play around. So first topic, man, we're gonna talk about today. Before I put this up for everybody who's watching and tuning in, make sure you like, share, comment on the show. Whenever you
All the
comment,
above.
all the above. Whenever you comment, your comment will appear during the show. We'll discuss everything you're talking about. But anyways, Kevin Bartholomew Durant got a gold medal. He ended up being Team USA's all-time leading scorer in Olympic basketball play. I think he had 29 points in the gold medal game against France as they eked out a victory 87-82. But the point is that there's been a large narrative that KD is not a leader. So, Ralph, did KD do enough during his Team USA play to shed the narrative that he's not a leader?
I would say so. I think it has to take something away. I mean, I think he did what he was supposed to do. He led the team. He was the best player on the team. He led the team in scoring. Yeah, I don't think you can name a player better than KD on this team, but we can
Dang.
argue about that. No, where was Dame at during the Olympics? But we'll talk about that another day. But yeah, I think it takes away a little bit. It was a big stage, man. This is the Olympics, so you know what I'm saying. Everybody wanted to kind of
Was it
hit
a big stage?
yeah, I think you have to say so, man. I mean, you're going against so I guess the top players in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Did he play against the top players in the world?
You know what I'm saying? Not, like, I mean, that's why I don't know. I guess as far as talent, I guess he didn't play against the top players in the world. I guess those players still lie in the NBA, but he did what he's supposed to do on one of the biggest stages out there. So I think we have to give him some credit. I don't know if it just sheds the narrative because I don't know if KD wants to be a leader. I think a lot of times he's just the best player on the court. And he goes out there and he plays ball and he gets buckets and he does what he's supposed to do. So it's a difficult subject when it comes to KD.
No,
Yeah,
it
it is
ain't.
because I don't know if he wants to be that leader, but his game
Mm-hmm.
somewhat makes him a leader. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this fully. I don't know, man. It's a difficult one for me,
No,
man.
it ain't that damn difficult. All right, what's
Cause cause
happening?
cause KD's my guy, and you know what I'm saying. I don't want to say nothing bad
No,
about the
no,
guy,
no, damn. We
but
we don't
I
do that
just
on Beyond the Game. No.
I don't know if that's the role that KD wants is the leadership role. You know what I'm saying? Everybody leads in different ways, and I think KD's way of leading is just simply on the basketball court.
Greensbury, he wanted to be a leader years ago, but he doesn't say that much now. Um, Ralph, I know KD's your guy and all of that, but I'm gonna say he didn't. I'm agree with you. He didn't do enough to shed the not a leader narrative, but I think he calmed it down. I think he calmed it down, and the reason why I say I don't think he completely shed it is because he hasn't done what a lot of people have criticized for him not to have done, which is he's never led a lesser talented team deep into the playoffs. In my opinion, that's what I think people are putting leadership as. What did you do when the players around you were less talented? How did they feed off of you? So that's why I think he didn't completely share the not a leader narrative because we will never see him with a team that's less talented. Like he's had Russ, he had Clay, Steph, and Draymond. Then he's got Kyrie, and if you think about it, he's played with probably three of the best point guards in in this last generation, which is Steph, Russell, and Kyrie. So did he do enough to shed the narrative? Not completely, but he got a little bit up off of him. But to me, honestly, I don't think he was even the leader of Team USA. I think it was other guys like Draymond and things of that nature who were the voice of.
But that's why I say people lead in different ways. They may have been the more vocal leaders, but on the court, KD was the leader, man. He was the one getting buckets when buckets were needed. Other people made plays when they needed to make plays, but when Team USA needed a bucket, that's how KD
I can't
led.
say that.
That's how KD led.
I can't say that because I forgot which game it was when he fouled out and he only had 10 points. Was he a leader then?
Okay, but let's okay.
See what I'm saying? See, so
Okay,
you can't say
so why? Because he didn't do it perfectly on his way to the Olympics. I mean, he had a bad game, but overall, who was the best player out there?
No. I ain't trying to hear that bad game ish because nobody else is allowed to have a bad game. So
yes,
KD,
they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Check Beyond the Game group page. Nobody else is allowed to have
it's some
bad
different
games.
type of fans in the Beyond the Game group, bro. It's some different type of fans. Like,
go ahead.
Bro. No, I'm just gonna say it's some different type of fans in the Beyond the Game group. It's some fans. It's like if you don't cheer on the guy that you like every single time, it's just like you're not a real fan. It's just like, I mean, they're gonna have some bad games. You got to criticize them when they're not doing good. That's why I was one person who was kind of hitting the panic button with Team USA. I didn't know how this thing was gonna play out. I still felt like they was gonna win it, but I didn't know how it was gonna play out. So, you know, it's some different type of fans, man. But we got to be realistic about it, you know. So you got to criticize when your player does wrong or when your player doesn't play his best.
Let's get to some of these comments real quick. Ike says there's a difference between being great on the court and being a leader of a team.
And that's the thing.
That's true.
And that's why I'm scared to just say that the narrative as far as him being a leader has just gone away because I just feel like he leads on the court, man. He doesn't necessarily lead by a vocal, you know what I'm saying?
And then Andrew, every player on that team credited him and his leadership. I mean, because they his friends. What are they supposed to say, Andrew? Yeah. Like, you know, KD wasn't that good of a guy.
The political answer.
Deshaun, so are y'all saying that to be a leader, he has to be vocal or being the takeover guy when needed? Being the takeover guy when needed. I would say,
it's a little of both.
I was gonna say it's a combination of both. You have to be a little bit of a vocal person, and you have to be that guy, you know, to take over when the team's need. And the reason why I say that is because on the Milwaukee Bucks, Chris Middleton was the guy that took over in the fourth quarter, but Giannis was the vocal leader on that squad. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know. So let me see. Andrew said KD led by example. I don't know.
And I did also say Andrew has different ways to lead, man. And I just feel like KD's way is a little different than everybody else's.
So how does KD lead? Because he goes out there and drops 29 points. He's a leader.
Yeah, I mean, but you want your best player to play the best, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily the best basketball, but show up when it matters. And that's what KD does.
So if we're talking about leading by example, then who was the leader of those Warriors teams that KD was on? Because he clearly dropped them.
KD.
No, hell
KD.
no.
If we talk about on the court, KD was the best player out there.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't the best player. I'm saying who was the leader of
the vocal leader was either Steph or it was Draymond.
But y'all just told me you lead by example. So if he's on the court busting ass, then he should have been the leader, right?
But that means that we're basing off there's only one way to lead, Q.
According to everybody else, that's how they lead. The person who scores the most points is the leader. That's what everybody keeps telling me.
That's not what they're saying, but they're saying that's KD's way of leading the team. That's what they're saying.
So when he doesn't score a lot of points, then who's the leader then? That's see what I'm saying? See, so you can't just say that.
Okay. All right. So LeBron's the leader of his squad, but does LeBron have a good game every game? No,
he does not.
Does that mean that he didn't lead in that game?
No, but there's no question of who the undisputed leader of that team is, though. Who's the leader of the Nets?
All right.
Who's the leader of the Nets?
If you ask me, it would be KD.
Why? Why? Because he scored the most points?
I just think he's the leader of that squad. Who would you say? I don't think it's James Harden. I don't think it's Kyrie.
Hell no, it definitely ain't Kyrie, but it's James Harden. If you ask me, James Harden is the.
I would have to say KD's the leader of the Nets at this point.
And Andrew said, "Okay, check this. Whose hand was the ball in when the game was on the line in Golden State?"
That's why I said, no, it wasn't.
Steph Curry.
No, it wasn't.
As if you're asking me, it's Steph Curry.
No, it wasn't. It was definitely KD.
So that makes him a leader.
He is a leader. He can be a leader. His way of leading is not the same as a LeBron, as a Draymond. It's just not. He's not going to be that vocal guy, bro. But the thing is, we don't even hear KD when he talks because I feel like KD does a lot of talking in the locker room. We just don't necessarily hear it. It's just not put out there in the media. But KD has to talk a little bit, man. He's not just a silent assassin. But you know what I'm saying?
When he did talk, Draymond Green told him, shut up, B.
I'm just.
I'm just saying, you know, what leader you get? And then
Okay.
Ike's comment: the ball is in Middleton's hands when the game is on the line, but Giannis is the leader.
Because Middleton is the one that, as far as shooting, I'm saying all Giannis can do is go drive to the bucket. You know what I'm saying? So Middleton can actually get you a shot.
So then I guess Middleton should be the leader, then, right?
No,
That's what y'all say. Whoever
that's
has the
not what
ball in
they're
their
saying.
hands, that's the leader.
I love how you take part of what somebody say and try to say that's what you're saying. That's not what they're saying, bro. But
I'm just going by what, man. Y'all told me that
what?
whoever has the ball in their hands is the leader.
So I ask you, Q, what is your definition of a leader? And don't just say LeBron. Give me
No,
detail
I
of
wouldn't
what you
even go
think a
say
leader
LeBron
is.
because it's not, to me. The leader isn't always the superstar of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A leader could be a role player. Hell, a leader could be a bench player. You know what I'm saying?
So we can say Iguodala was the leader of that
You
Warriors
could.
team then.
You could have a legit case for that. But my whole thing is we can't just say because he leads by example on the court that automatically makes him the best player because he scores the most points. Okay, well, there's a lot of guys who score a lot of points, but they're not necessarily great leaders. So what else is KD doing to define himself as a leader? Nothing. Not a damn
You can't
thing.
say that, bro. You all right, okay.
Why can't I say it?
That's
Why
what I'm
can't I
saying.
say it?
Like Andrew said, stop the madness, man.
It's real spill, but because it's KD, nobody wants to hear it because you know KD's on top of the world.
But
Rightfully so.
you're not saying anything though. You're just saying because KD's not a vocal leader, he's not a leader.
But y'all telling me that just because he has the ball at the hands at the end of the game, that means he's a leader.
But that's who KD is. That's his way of leading the team is on the basketball court. That's
so
what
then
I'm
Chris
saying.
Middleton is the leader of the Bucks. Then
that's his way of leading the team. That doesn't make him
no.
the leader.
Ain't no way.
No. Yes. That's
So
my
Chris
answer.
Middleton is the leader.
No, that's his way of leading a team when it was needed, when it was necessary. But that doesn't make him the leader of the Bucks.
So that doesn't make KD the leader of the Warriors and the Nets. Then, right?
I say yes to the Nets. It's up in the air because I don't think he was the leader of the Warriors. I honestly think it was Steph or it was Draymond or a vet like Iguodala.
He said, y'all gonna make me jump on the show. That's because they don't want to listen to me. All right, man. I'm trying to tell them they keep saying just because you got the ball at the end of the game.
That's
not
what they said, bro. That's not what they said. That's just his way of leading a team. That's it.
Let's see. He said he didn't in games 5 or 6. Giannis had the ball making plays. That's because Giannis is the undisputed leader of that team. Who's the undisputed leader of the Nets? Somebody tell me right now. Clear cut. There's nobody else. It's him. You don't even believe. You don't even believe that, right?
I said it when you originally asked the question. It's KD.
In your heart, if I was to hook you up to a lie detector test, you wouldn't believe that.
Yes, I mean I'm not going to say James Harden. No disrespect to James Harden, and I'm not going to say Kyrie. It's KD. Man. Who you going to say? Blake Griffin? Who you going to say? Joe Harris? Who you going to say?
James Harden?
It's not, bro. It's
James
not.
Harden. I heard you just call him the devil is a lie. I ain't call KD no best player in the world. The devil is a lie. Don't do that. No. He still got a lot of work to do in order to be called that. So I
don't think KD even wants to be a leader, man. He just wants to play ball, like you said, man. At the end of the day.
And back to the best player in the world. Before we move on to the next subject, the reason why I can't give him that title is because it took LeBron a long time to get it from Kobe Bryant as far as who's the best player in the world. So we can't just, we're going to give it to KD now because, you know, he's on the Nets with Kyrie. And it's going to take him a while, just like the natural.
But you got to give it to somebody, though, Q.
No,
and it's not LeBron. So who is it? If it's not LeBron, then it has to be somebody else.
Giannis.
You don't believe that, my brother.
I tell you what, I believe Giannis is the second best player in the world just as much as you believe KD's a leader. How about that?
You said Giannis is the second best player in the world. That makes sense. But KD's number one.
Behind LeBron.
You don't believe LeBron is the best player in the world, Q. You don't believe it. I understand that's your guy. But at this point in his career, you know he's not the best player in the NBA.
Kang me.
All right.
Kang. All I know is if you put LeBron on that Brooklyn,
and you wonder why people call y'all LeBron stands. I don't want to be disrespectful, but you wonder why people call y'all that.
And see that's another thing. Why is it that? And I got to get this off my chest because I'm about so sick and tired of this. It's applies to everybody. Everybody in the Beyond the Game group. This is for you. Listen up. This is what I don't understand. Right?
Stir the pot.
Like this is what I don't understand. when somebody mentions MJ, Kobe, who else gets mentioned in the GOAT conversation? Who is it? Is
It's normally those three.
Okay, those three.
LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe.
Okay, so whenever somebody mentions Kobe or MJ, and somebody says they're not the GOAT, the Kobe and MJ fans defend them, right? Correct?
Okay.
But when somebody says LeBron is the GOAT and somebody comes after them and they defend LeBron, it's he's a LeBron sexual. I don't understand. It's like
this is my one thing to what you're saying. Are you saying this in reference to what we were just saying with LeBron not being the best player in the NBA?
Yeah.
So I say LeBron stan. I don't even like using that term, but I had to bring that up because as a LeBron fan, you know he's not the best player in the NBA. Yes, but you refuse to let that go just because you're a fan of that guy. It has nothing to do with him being the GOAT. This is simply with him not being the best player in the NBA.
You proving my point, Ralph.
No, it's not, bro.
So it's like okay, if I say LeBron's the best, then y'all, rebuttal against that and say, okay, no, KD is the best, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I ain't got no problem with that. But when somebody says KD is the best and somebody goes against that, nobody calls them a KD sexual or KD stand and all. You know what I'm saying?
I give you that.
But when somebody defends LeBron, they get caught all these names. It's like, bro, we doing the exact same thing. We're doing the same thing.
All right. So are you stirring the pot? Is that really how you feel?
That's really how I feel. I just don't understand that concept of how everybody can defend their favorite players, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to somebody defending LeBron, it's all these other names. I don't understand that concept.
I don't even understand this argument right now because you really feel like he's the best player in the NBA, and I'm just kind of mind blown right now. Like nothing taken away from LeBron. If you want to put him at number 5, then I get it. But in the NBA right now, he's not the top player. But
Andrew said being a stand is one thing. Bron, sexual issues too far funny, but too far. I call another grown ass man, woman. That's my whole thing. Like everybody's gonna ride for who they ride for. You see what I'm saying? Now hold up, Q, because they got the same thing for Jordan fans. Do that? Now that's new to me, Andrew. I didn't know that. I didn't know that they had a special nickname for Jordan fans. Let me know in the comments what they call them. I didn't know that. I'm interested to see what they call Jordan fans. But anyways, man, moving right along to the NFL.
Let's move along.
NFL, because we talking about LeBron being the best player on the planet, which he still is. $250 million man Josh Allen just signed with the Bills extension. $150 million of that guaranteed.
150.
So, man, already deposited in the bank, man. No matter what happens from here on out, I got 150 sitting on it. So, Ralph, man, I ask you, was Josh Allen worth 250 of them things?
The only thing I can say is it's the market. And if you ask me if Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now, and I would have to say yes. So that would be the only thing that I would say as far as give him his money. As of course, the Bills don't want to let a talent like Josh Allen leave. He can make almost any throw. His arm strength is ridiculous. I think his potential is through the roof. He still hasn't reached his ceiling yet. He's a mobile quarterback. But, man, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money, man.
Look, I get it. Hold on real quick. Let me go back to Andrew. He said they be slinging the nut hugger term. That's for the LeBron. The Jordan. But as far as Josh Allen, 250 M's for a guy who's only made 1 Pro Bowl. Like, I don't know. And I get it, Ralph. Like you said, it's the market. So I get it. You're gonna get what the market dictates. And I guess their thought process was, we don't want to be like the Dallas Cowboys and wait till it's too late to try to sign an extension, to where by the time this extension kicks in, the salary cap will be so high that it will almost be okay. You know what I'm saying? Because the quarterbacks coming behind him are obviously going to get, 275, 300 mil, so forth and so on. But I don't know, Ralph, man. He had 1 breakout season, which was last season. And yes, he has progressively gotten better each and every season, especially his accuracy, which I think he set an NFL record for accuracy from one season to the next. So I get all of that. I just don't know if the guy is worth 250 M's and 150 mil guaranteed, though.
That's a
Like,
lot of money, man. I do like the fact that they are kind of, you know what I'm saying, putting the stamp that this is our guy. I think that helps his confidence a little bit, knowing that they have his back and they believe that he's their future. But like I said, man, that's a lot of money. And if
man,
he doesn't produce, and that's why I kind of asked the question: do you feel that he will be able to lead the Bills to a championship? And my answer is I just don't know. I just don't know. As long as you got that bad man Mahomes still in the
yeah.
AFC,
See,
you
who
still
knows?
got
I mean,
Lamar Jackson. I feel like Lamar still hasn't got his chance. You know what I'm saying? He's still going to have his moment where he's going to make his run for the Super Bowl. Who else we got in the AFC? We still got, you know what I'm saying, Watson right now. I know Houston's not going to be anything, but I don't know, man. That's just a lot of money to give a guy, like you said, one playoff appearance. And
one Pro Bowl
I
appearance.
mean, it's still Buffalo, man.
I don't know, Ralph, man. I'm not gonna say he ain't worth 250 M's because you only worth what you can negotiate. So if they gonna give him 250, then hey, that's what he's worth. But I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's only one season.
We just
and
chose the wrong profession, bro. That's all it is. We just chose the wrong thing.
We've all seen quarterbacks who've got a big payday and then they naturally, regress and they weren't that one-hit wonder like we just seen the season before. And I'm not saying Josh Allen would be that because he does have all the tools to be, like I said, a top 3 quarterback year in and year out. But last year, was it an anomaly or is this who he's going to be moving forward? You know what I'm saying? I could see if he was like Pat Mahomes, where you just naturally just seen it every single season. Okay, boom, you worth that damn money. And
he has gotten better each season, though.
He's gotten better, and he jumped it. I'm gonna read this real quick. He went from his completion percentage went from 52, 58 to 69%, which that's a hell of a jump.
Yeah.
His yards went from 2,000, 3,000 to 4,500. Okay. Touchdowns went from 10, 20 to 37. So that's a huge ass leap. And I get that. But I just don't know. I'll put it like this, dear Ralph. I feel like they extended him too early. Let him play another season. And if he can duplicate this season what he did last season, then you get your bread. You get your bread. And Ike's comment down there. Everybody who's watching, make sure when this show is over, y'all go watch Spoken Minds on the YouTube channel. Make sure y'all go check that out with Ike, Barron, and Chris Jones. And make sure you watch their random rant because I don't know. Them dudes be ranting worse than I do.
I get it, though.
And then Andrew says, coincidentally, he had a breakout year when he got a number receiving. Give my guy Lamar that and watch him to flip the league on its head.
Yeah. That's why I said I think he's coming, bro. Lamar ain't done yet. He's coming.
You sure?
I think Lamar Jackson, he's going to have that run. And
are we sure we haven't seen Lamar Jackson ceiling already, though?
No, sir.
You don't think so?
No, sir.
So, are we waiting for Lamar Jackson to develop accuracy? Or are we waiting for Lamar Jackson to make other receivers better? What are we waiting on?
A little bit of both. I mean, that's what you want from your quarterback is to make receivers better and also to throw the ball accurately. But I think it's a little bit of both.
So would you build your team around I'm asking Ralph. Would you build a team around Josh Allen? Would you make him your franchise guy?
If I had to choose him out of what?
If he's sitting on the draft board right now, you got the third.
What other option?
Ain't no other options.
I would say yeah.
Yes. Because if I give you Pat Mahomes, of course you're gonna take Pat Mahomes. If I say Tom Brady, of course you're gonna take Josh Allen. If I say Lamar Jackson,
okay, I like how you said that. If you would have said Tom Brady or Josh Allen, I'm taking Josh Allen.
Yeah, right. I know what you gonna do. I know what you gonna do. Right. So that's why I'm not giving you no options. So I'm asking, would you build a team around them?
I would say yes. What about you, my brother?
I'm gonna say to be determined, bro. To be because
that's a yes or no answer, Q.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Seriously?
No. I got to see it more than one season, bro. I got to see it more than one season. I got to see it more than one season, man.
He showed progression each year.
He has.
Wow.
But the thing about the 250 mil, that's a potential. Like we giving you this based on potential, what we think you can do. Do we think that from the next 10 seasons you can do let's say 40 and 45, 40 touchdowns, 45,000 yards, 4,500 yards a season? You think Josh Allen can do that for the next 10 seasons?
I mean, look how many other quarterbacks have been overpaid, like a Garoppolo or like a Kirk Cousins.
Why you bring up Garoppolo? Like
because look how upset you got with the money that they got and the money how they got paid. But Josh Allen is a top 5 talent, and I mean, look, I don't know, man. I think you can build a team around Josh Allen. I think the Bills are going to be okay, but like you said, he does have to show improve.
Yeah,
he's going to have to move along.
I'm not there like Andrew. He said, I'm not buying a Josh Allen hype off of one good year. I learned my lesson with Wentz. Well, you learned your lesson because you were Eagles fan. So
Josh Allen is better than Wentz.
So you had to ride with Wentz. But yeah, man, I just got to see it again. And like you said, yeah, he has progressed every single season. But can you consistently do 37 touchdowns, 4,500 yards? Like if you can stay in that range, okay, cool, you got me. But I'm just not sold on the dude. I don't know. Ike says I think he will be there. He will be top 3 every year for the next 10 years. Top 3. I don't know because you got guys like.
I would agree with Ike.
I don't know because you got guys like Justin Herbert who's coming up the rails after his great rookie season that he just had. So who's to say what he'll be like this year? You know what I'm saying? And then you got your Lamar Jackson, you got your Tom Brady's.
Stop saying that name. Stop saying it. Stop. Stop. Tom Brady, bro. Stop.
Well, I'm just saying, bro. For Ike to say, he'll be the top 3 for the next 10 seasons.
I know that's big. But I mean, you look at the top 3 though. You know what I'm saying? You got right now. We're gonna say Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes. But who's number 3 to you?
Aaron Rodgers. You could, for people who are watching, you could throw Lamar Jackson in there right now.
But at number 3?
At number 3.
Over like a Russell Wilson?
You could. I'm just saying you could. These are arguments that could be made for the third. The first 2 are solidified. Yeah. Nobody's going to argue with A-Rod, Pat Mahomes, 1, 2, 2, 1.
And that's why I'm saying that Ike is right. He's right. He could be a top 3 quarterback for the next few years, man. I feel like Russell's kind of falling off. We don't know what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson.
Okay.
I know my boy Dakota's going to be there, but I say he's in the top 4 or 5. He ain't going to be top 3.
Who?
Dak Prescott, Dakota. You know what I'm talking about.
Bro, how you going to be a top 5 quarterback but your team has a losing record?
They won't have a losing record this year, man. You can book it.
Bro, oh my gosh, dog. It's not gonna happen, dog. Reginald said, Aaron in front of Pat, don't make me jump through the screen. Cute. Hey, bro. Hey, A-Rod, Pat Mahomes. I ain't got no problem. 1, 2, 2.
Yeah, that's what I said. This is somewhere.
Have you want to do it at 1, 2, 2, 1? Have you want to do it? Me personally, I'm gonna go with Tom Brady over all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. It's Tom Brady till I die over here. You feel me? Champa Bay over in this joint.
Y'all had him for 1 year, and now y'all just own him like leeches.
What we doing that 1 year?
You're right. I can't argue that point, my brother. I can't argue that.
And said Andrew said Josh Allen can't handle the Kendall to Lamar.
You got to stop it. I know, like, when Andrew rides for somebody, he rides for him, man. That's one thing I will say about him. But I don't know about that, Andrew. Josh Allen's a good talent, man. I mean, Lamar, you know what I'm saying? He still has to prove himself. He needs to get a playoff win, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask this question real quick for everybody who's tuning in. I wanna get y'all comments on this. If you had to pick between the 2, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, who would you pick? And spare me all of that. What type of offense are we running? And all spare me all of that. Simple question. Who are you picking to start your squad with, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Man, let me know. While I get to some of these comments real quick. Stephen Q, my Cowboys will not have a losing record. Don't disrespect my Q. Man, Stephen, let me tell you this.
Stephen, bro.
Stephen, my bad. Stephen, my bad. Stephen, your Cowboys will not have a losing record, but they will still be trash, and your quarterback will still be halfway decent. He will be almost good enough to not do anything.
Nah, Dak's gonna be good, man. You gotta leave him alone, man.
What's good? Give me touchdowns and yards, just off the top of your head.
I say at least has 30 to 35 touchdowns, and he'll at least have 4,500.
So you said 30 to 40 touchdowns, 4,500 yards.
30 to 35, 4,500.
Oh, 30 or 35 to 40. I give you 25 to 25.
I know.
I give you 25 to 30 touchdowns. You know, like work. Reginald Brent, y'all dog food this year. I can't wait for the rematch for what? What for what?
Who's his team?
Packers. Did y'all not just see what we did to y'all? Y'all want some more of that? You want some more? You really want some more of that? Okay. And then to the Lamar Jackson question, we got Reginald with Lamar. Dave Smith said Lamar. Andrew said Lamar, no doubt. Ike said Josh Allen easy.
Yeah, so I'm with Ike on this one. I'm definitely going Josh Allen, man.
And then Ike said Dak is mediocre and the Cowboys are below. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Ike, I do not agree with you on this.
I mean, Dak is mediocre. I mean, he's decent. He's just good enough. Yeah. He's just good enough. Stephen, watch and see you a hater, Q. Oh man, Andrew, see Q vibing with me on this NFL tip today. Hey, when we on the NFL, buddy, we see, you know, we here with it. We here
so
with it.
So you choosing Lamar over Josh?
Yeah, I told you, Josh got to show me. I'm not.
What has Lamar shown you?
My buddy got an MVP. So I guess MVPs don't mean nothing now.
You're right. No argument. No argument.
Okay, so I'm just saying my guy got an MVP. Josh Allen, will he win one? I don't know. Could he win one? Possibly. I don't know. But I know Lamar already got one. Okay. I'm just saying. Let me get to some more. We beat them twice in one season. Tampa Bay. Can you please talk to him because he's not listening to me. He ain't.
Nobody cares about last season. Let's get 2021, 2022 going. Let's go.
Steph is definitely not mediocre. Ike and Q. I mean, hey, it's okay. Everybody can't be creme de la creme. Somebody got to be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. This guy Andrew said the Eagles winning the NFC. He wasn't talking about on Madden. He's talking about on Madden.
That's the biggest fan out there for any squad, bro. He loves.
He said as soon as we trade for Deshaun Watson. Oh man, he said Reginald says nobody cares about last season. Ike Turner. We care about last
season, man. Everybody care about last season, man.
Nobody cares about last season if your team didn't win it all.
You're right. Say less. You're right.
So, man, these comments is flying in. Ike said, Ralph, you don't want football to start because your team is garbage.
Hey, bro, we got Teddy this year, bro. We gonna be all right. Teddy Bridgewater, MVP, man. I said it here first.
You mean team MVP?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Okay. MVP of a few games.
I got two glove Teddy Bridgewater. William Sweat, Allen better at throwing the football, more accurate. Plus, we saw that happen when they met in the playoffs last year.
Somebody gotta say it.
What? Man, Ike said that's laughable, Ralph. Oh man, hold on, man. Hold up, man. He's Steph, okay, we say catch up. We got 5 rings. Tampa Bay has how many? We got 2.
That's my problem with Cowboys fans. Stop doing that. Stop living off the past. I ain't did nothing in a long time, bro.
I ask you this, Stephen. I ask you this: How many championships have the Cowboys won since you've been an adult?
Absolutely.
Since you've been able to buy liquor, how many championships have they won?
Absolutely, bro.
I just want to know that, man. He's acting like a UK fan right now. Teddy B taking you out to. Andrew got a question for you, Ralph. Teddy B taking you out to the playoffs this year?
Bucket.
Oh my gosh. Well, y'all.
Bucket.
Ike said Stephen was in middle school. Yeah. Man. Let's see. Sean Gert, Cute, what was your opinion on the Dirt Bowl Championship? Before we go on to the next topic, shout out to Tim Newsom and the Bulls on the Dirt Bowl Championship yesterday. I mean, it was a nice game. It was intense. It was low scoring. I thought it was going to be a high scoring affair between the two teams. But what I like the most is I don't know the guy's name at the end of the game. The score was tied 36-36, and he hit 2 clutch free throws. And it wasn't even like rim or nothing. It was both of them. Like he stepped up to and the opposing team. I think it was the Magic. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean. But it was the Magic. They called timeout to try to freeze him out. Buddy went to the line, knocked them both down. It was a great atmosphere yesterday. man, it was a real good event. I wish it was a little bit more high scoring yesterday, but overall, it was a very intense game yesterday. That shout out to the Bulls.
Shout out to the Bulls, man.
He said Ronnie. Okay, shout out to Ronnie who hit those 2 clutch free throws yesterday, man. It was a real good game. The Magic, they had, to me, watching from the sidelines, Magic should have just went inside all game long. They had Bo down there doing work. They should have just kept feeding that man to let him go to work. But it is what it is. They're gonna have to try again next season. But anyways, last topic of the day is something that's near and dear to Ralph's heart, which is his Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron, Ramon James came
Where
out.
You come up with these names?
I don't know, bro. They just But LeBron had a tweet last week about the Lakers' energy. He said, "Keep talking about my squad, our personnel ages, the way he plays. He stays injured. We're past our time in this league, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Do me one favor, please, and I mean, please keep that same narrative energy when it begins. That's all I ask. Hashtag thank you, King." So, Ralph, what's your thoughts on your favorite players? Now deleted tweet.
Definitely not my favorite player. Please put that out there. BTG, y'all know my heart. I am not a LeBron fan, but I am a basketball watcher, so I support the man because he is a good player. But all I want to say is just show and prove, LeBron. Like, you don't really have to say anything. People are going to criticize. People are going to have something to say. It's a brand new team, a brand new squad. Of course, it doesn't naturally fit because all we can base it off is what Russ has done compared to what you could have got. I mean, you weren't going to get a Chris Paul. You weren't going to get a Kyle Lowry. You weren't going to get some of these other players. So, I mean, I think for me, Russell Westbrook was the best option. And I think that the Lakers are going to be really good. But, of course, they have to show improvement. Saying all this now means nothing. If y'all do happen to win it all, you can't get mad at somebody for criticizing your squad or criticizing the move. If they feel differently about it, they're allowed to do so. And if y'all found a way to put it together and win a championship, so, that's what happens. But overall, just show improve, man. Show improve.
Where do I want to go with this, Ralph?
Come on, Uncle Shay Shay. We know where you're going with it.
Where I want to go with this, man.
You got the burner account. You probably writing out tweets too.
I'm on my KD ish right now, right?
Oh man, y'all so petty. Account. You know y'all Brian fans so petty.
So this is what I got to say about LeBron's comments. LeBron's tweet. Andrew said real quick, remember what happened last time he made a tweet like that, hashtag playoff mode activated. Stop bringing up old stuff, Andrew. But, I'm like, look. When I posted this in the group chat and also on the page as well, my thought process was just to get people riled up because that's just what I do.
Yeah.
But for real, I'm with y'all. I wish LeBron and AD would both shut the hell up. Like, okay, like LeBron doesn't need to talk no more. No, everybody knows what LeBron is, regardless of where you have him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as far as like rankings this season, as far as like where you have him at. He solidified 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs, 5 MVPs, blah, 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 blah. Like he solidified. You don't need to be talking no more about it. Just do like Draymond did. Keep receipts of everybody who said whatever during the season, before the season. Just keep receipts. So therefore, if and when they win the championship next season, remember who said this. You know what I'm saying? But don't go out here because if y'all remember, for those who are watching right now, he said, "Damn, I wish you could see my face right now," Andrew. But see, Andrew, the thing is, and Ralph, I don't know if you remember this. Remember when the playoffs started and AD was like, "I'm back" and all of that, and I was like, "Man, I wish they would just stop saying stuff out there and just hoop, man." So I'm gonna stick to that same thing, which is LeBron, AD, anybody else on the Lakers who wants to tweet out something. Save that for when you win the championship. But for right now, let them create the narratives. Let them keep calling y'all old and whatever else they want to throw out there. Don't respond to none of that. Just keep receipts and then just go out there and ball and prove everybody wrong because everybody knows what AD can do. Everybody knows what Russ can do, so forth and so on. Y'all ain't got to tell us. We know what y'all can do. Show us. just show us. You know what I'm saying? So I wish he wouldn't have tweeted that out there. I understand why he did it. I just wish I wish he didn't do that and just would have just kept it. You know what I'm saying? Just man, hashtag keep that energy. That's all he had to say, and just
But
leave
why
it.
even say that? I don't understand the keep that energy part. So people ain't allowed to criticize not having no real shooters out there. The fact that AD's not the best shooter, LeBron's not the best shooter, Westbrook's not the best shooter. People can't point that out. The fact
They
that they're
can.
old, people
Yeah,
can't point that out. This is facts.
yeah.
Like that's why I understand. Keep what energy? Y'all
I,
gonna
I
be
guess
old
I guess
months
he's I
later.
guess I don't know. I guess he is saying because they're old, they don't stand a chance to win it. I'm assuming. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
I mean, I get that, man. But people are gonna talk, man. That's why, like you said, LeBron, just play
Like you,
basketball, bro.
if
Just play
this was
basketball.
if this was season 4 or 5, LeBron, hey, talk your ish, bro. Let them know what's
Yeah, come
happening.
on, man.
But you season 19, like you on your way out the door. Everybody knows.
Like he
Majority
has nothing to prove, bro. Even if he
exactly.
don't win, he has nothing to prove, man.
You have nothing. Like if you don't win, what's the narrative going to be? You're not the best player in the planet anymore, which a lot of people already think that anyway. So
Facts.
what do you know what I'm saying? So what are you losing out on? That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you
So
still gonna be in the go talk. It don't matter, man.
regardless of how people feel, people are majority, except for Skip Bayless, majority of people are going to have LeBron in their top 5. You
For
know what I'm
sure.
saying? Regardless of how you feel about him, whether you don't think he's better than Kobe, MJ, I ain't here to debate that right now. But
Yeah.
most majority is gonna have him in top 5. Skip Bayless got him like ranked 17th or something. I don't know. Like
I don't get Skip,
Skip
bro.
Bayless beyond one. So, like you said, LeBron has nothing else to prove at this point in his career. But
Yeah.
but he's still the GOAT though. But anyways, I know Andrew's probably sitting back in there looking at his phone like I can't believe this dude Q just really said that ish. Hey man, I'm an objective LeBron fan sometimes.
It
Sometimes.
depends. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Before we end the show, quick hitters, Ralph. Will Ben, because there's been a lot of chatter about Ben Simmons getting traded to your King. So will Ben Simmons get traded before the season starts?
I know this is a quick hitter, but please, Sacramento, do not trade for Ben Simmons. He is not the future. He is not the answer, and we will go nowhere but down. Please do not trade for Ben Simmons. So what was the question again? Will he get traded before the season? I don't know at this point, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say no.
This is hashtag Kings trade for being
You so petty, man. I won't be a Kings fan, bro, if they do it. I'm not playing.
Man, but
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna say he gets traded before this. No, you know what? No, I'm gonna say no. I want to say yes, but I'm gonna say no. He
Because
doesn't.
I want to know who if he does.
Not even just who, it's because of the asking price of the things that they want
Absolutely.
in return for Ben Simmons. No team is going to give that up before the season starts. They rather just go into the season with what they got, and then if the teams that are in the trade talks with them, the Kings, Raptors, and whoever else on the trade talks, if their season isn't going at least halfway how they want it to be, then I could see them making a trade for Ben Simmons at the trade deadline. But right now, I say Ben Simmons stays with the squad, and they go into the season with a disgruntled starting 5. And see, Andrew said they're going to come down off that asking price.
They have no choice, Andrew. They have no choice, man. Nobody's giving up this for this man. Like, I don't understand what they think they're giving.
Okay.
Like you got to give something to get something, man. And you're not giving enough to get what you're asking for. So I don't know, man.
Yeah. But anyways, man, we're about to wrap up the show. But before I do that, I just want to give a special announcement about Beyond the Game and what we got going forward. Hold on, let me get to some of these comments real quick. Facts, Ralph. Man, people have been agreeing with Ralph a lot today, and I ain't with that ish. I'm not for it.
Just a little bit.
I'm not for it. But yeah, for everybody who's tuned in right now, I just want to let everybody know that Starting Wednesday at 10 o'clock a.m., Beyond the Game will now be a app/channel on Fire Stick and Roku. So now you will be able to watch Beyond the Game on Fire Stick and Roku. So you ain't got to worry about always watching it on your phone or your tablet or anything like that. You could just go download the app in the Fire Stick app Roku store. Boom, and we on there. You can watch previous shows on the app as well. So starting at Wednesday, 10 o'clock a.m., you will be able to download Beyond the Game app on Fire Stick and Roku and watch us on there.
Yes,
So let me address something real quick. People who follow Beyond the Game on social media, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, wherever it's at, there's no rhyme or reason now. You have no more excuses as to why you cannot, support, subscribe, share Beyond the Game content, because we are everywhere. If you don't have time to sit down and listen to it, watch a show, you can listen to us on all major podcast streaming platforms like SoundCloud, Spotify, Google Play Store, iTunes. You can listen to us. If you want to watch the show, now you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook Live. You can watch it on Fire Stick and Roku, as well as YouTube. So there is no rhyme or reason why everybody who follows Beyond the Game on all social media accounts, why you can't, support the show and what we're doing, because no disrespect to anybody else in Lexington, nobody's doing what Beyond the Game is doing right now.
Nobody
content out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
So, and if you go back and watch Spoken Minds episode 2, I give y'all a little bit of the reason why me and Keezy created Beyond the Game and what we're trying to do with Beyond the Game as far as Lexington, Kentucky is concerned. So everybody, make sure y'all go out, support, share all the shows that you see on the Facebook group page. Make sure you hit that share button, man, because it takes 5 seconds. You ain't even got to watch the show yourself. You just got to hit the share button so somebody else can watch the show. They might, somebody might be sitting at home, taking a deuce and is trying to find something to watch while they shoot a deuce. Boom, it's on their feed, so now they looking at it. You know what I'm saying? It takes 5 seconds. So we everywhere. Sean said, "Is it live on Fire Stick?" Yes, Sean. Sir. Not on Roku. Not on Roku, but on the Fire Stick, it will be live on the Fire Stick. So every Monday at 6 p.m., you can sit back, get your popcorn, and get whatever else you got to get. Download the app, click it on, and boom, there we are on your Fire Stick, man. So it will be live on there. But we get ready to get on up out of here, Ralph, man. We had a dope show today. Man. Appreciate you coming on and talking about everything that was wrong today, because you don't know what the hell you talking about.
That's all good, man.
So you got something you want to say before we get on up out of here, man?
Man, support, man. Especially, man, we work hard, man. We do this for y'all, man. We just want all the support we can get, man. Take a shot for us, man. Hey, man, Q's doing big things, man. Hey, that's why we go watch Spoken Minds, man. We gave Q some appreciation. If y'all haven't seen that show, this is why we gave him the appreciation, man. We making big moves, and it's all because of him, man. Just support. That's all we ask for.
And before we go, man, I got a whole lineup I'm trying to create for the fall. I got Ralph and Daniel. We talking about doing the show.
Come on, man.
It's gonna be out in the fall. And of course, we got Charles, B Legend, and Petey. He's gonna do the NFL picks. And then we got Ike and Chris Jones, who's going to be doing their Spoken Mind. So this fall, potential. And then we got Hot Dog. I'm working with him on something right now that we tossing ideas back and forth that I think everybody's going to really enjoy. So like I said, I don't think nobody in Lexington is doing what we're doing on Ovell Q drinking that Mac juice.
Just a little bit. Sip.
But yeah, man. So we going to get up out of here. Cue the group, man. You already know what it is. It's all love, bro. And let me say real quick one thing, man. I know I keep talking. Andrew has been one of the biggest supporters of Beyond.
The biggest one I know, man.
So I just want to give a special shout out to that dude, because he's always tuning into the shows. He's always sharing shows. He's came on the show a couple of times, and he's always showing love, even though we don't agree on basketball at all. Period.
Or football.
Football, we hit and miss. Football, we hit and miss. But as far as but Andrew has been one of the biggest supporters. I don't know if William Sweat is still on here. William Sweat is one of our biggest supporters. He's always supported since day one. Donovan, shout out to Donovan. He's been one of our biggest supporters. Wilt Watkins, I hope that's your last name. Like Buddy keeps the group going with with post after post after
Crazy
post.
post.
So shout out to him. There's so many people who have supported us and helped this thing grow to what it is. And all we can ask for is that y'all continue to support what we do.
Poor
Hit that
man.
share button for us and continue to get more people in here, man. So Ralph, we get ready to get on about this thing. Before we do that, as always, we want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mama. And we up at this thing, man. Peace.